morning, everyone, if you can hear me.
Hello, Ms. Cleveland.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Bishop, how are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'll mute myself until I'm called upon, okay?
Very good, thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. I hope everyone has had a good evening and off to a great start on today. And I am going to start by having the attorneys please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make the same motion as did Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Good morning to you, and your motion is granted. Ms. Cleveland, please place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Cleveland. And then good morning in the courtroom, Ms. Lurz. Good morning. Thank you for serving on today.
Good morning, Mayor.
And good morning, Officer Lott. And then good morning to Maya. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
Serving. All right, good morning. We are ready to get started. Are there any preliminary matters?
No, Judge, not at this time.
No.
All right, very good. Then I am going to start this morning with Mr. Franklin. I don't see Mr. Franklin on my docket. Let me look at the revised docket. Give me a second.
Mr. Franklin.
Let's see. Mr. Franklin on your docket? Not Mr. Franklin, Mr. Griffin. Yes, Mr. Griffin is on my docket. I called him Franklin and y'all let me. All right, let's do it. Mr. Griffin, they let me call you the wrong last name. All right, let me have you unmute, Mr. Griffin. Unmute, there you go.
Good
All
morning.
right. Good morning, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine.
That's good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z8080571. State your full name for me.
Ronnie Griffin.
All right, Mr. Griffin. How are things going with you, sir?
Everything's going well.
All right. Are they treating you well at Elmhurst?
Yes, they are.
All right. Are you participating in your classes?
Repeat that.
Are you participating in your classes?
Everything. Yes, ma'am.
Everything. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, okay?
You are.
And I could just tell the difference in myself and personality wise, mentally, and my physical health is a lot better. Okay,
Very good.
that's it.
Very good. Are you keeping in touch with your mom?
Every day.
Every day.
Yes,
Good. Is she
thanks
still
for
proud of
asking.
you? I'm sorry.
I said, thanks for asking.
Yes, sir. Is she still proud of you in the work that you're doing?
Yes, yes,
I
she
am
is.
too.
I'm
I am as well.
I'm just blessed that she's still here to see how well I'm doing.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Right.
Yes, you are. All right. And so, Mr. Franklin, are you having any challenges or anything that you need us to assist you with?
We'll stop you on this one, Judge. That's Mr. Griffin.
I skid 7. Thank you, Mr. Pike. Why do I have Mr. Franklin on my mind? Somebody need to check on Mr. Franklin. Because yes, check on Mr. Franklin. Mr. Griffin, don't let me call you the wrong last name.
Hey, that's all right. That's okay.
Maybe this morning I might need to call you Mr. Ronnie. How about that?
Okay, that'd be fine too.
All right. Mr. Franklin, no, listen to me. Mr. Griffin, are you having any challenges, any issues that you need us to help you with?
No, I'm not.
All right. What did you all do for the holiday?
Uh, the holiday, I work.
You did.
No, yes. I was supposed to be off, and they asked me to come in, and I volunteered to do so because, like I say, it just keeps me in the right path.
There you go. Wonderful. Are you doing your independent living yet or his residential piece, Miss Cleveland?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear your question.
Is he doing the residential piece now at Elmhurst?
Actually, Your Honor, he's still in he's in what is considered recovery housing. So
Okay.
he's completed all of his program as far as the residential, the transitional. Now he's in recovery housing, and I'll report on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll report on that when you're ready for me to.
All right, you can at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to say that Mr. Griffin is doing such a wonderful job. I'm very, very proud of him. He is in recovery housing with recovery coaches right now, Your Honor, and he's making great progress still. His personal goals, that's something that was covered in his personal goals. He is actually experiencing independent living at Elmhurst House. He does have rent supplement that he has to pay, but there is a space for him there, and that's a good thing for him because he seems to enjoy staying there. He feels comfortable. Your Honor, another personal goal for him was to get good employment, and he's reported out that he's working. So I think he enjoys the work he does there at Elmhurst House. At least that's what he tells me. Your Honor, another one of his personal goals was to get his driver's license. So I have a good report on that as well because I did investigate that, and I would ask that the attorneys can verify this. But as of now, right now, he can pay his reinstatement fees, take his driver's test, and make an application to get his full license. I checked for 36 District Court to see if he owed reinstatement fees, and I don't see anything showing up, but he might have to come down here to the window to talk to them to find out if there's some reinstatement fees that has to be paid through our organization, but I don't know for sure if there's anything there. Your Honor, he is compliant with his testing, all negative screens. I'm very pleased to report, and he is in phase 2. There's a couple of things that he does have to complete in phase 2, but I'm going to work very carefully with him over those things to make sure that he gets those done because I know he's working, but I think he can work around and get those accomplished. And the one last thing I'd like to add is that he has advised me that he is going to make a payment. I have to email him the payment window information along with his case number so that he can make that appropriate payment if he wants to send money here or come to the window.
All right, very good. So Mr. Griffin, you're gonna wait to get that information from Ms. Cleveland, right? So you can make your payment.
Right.
Listen, you have a great report. You're working, You're doing some independent living. You look good. You sound good. You feel good. Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just had to keep taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Yes,
That's it. You're doing a great job. You have come such a long way, and I am so proud of you, Mr. Griffin.
thank
I
you.
really am. I'm so proud of you. All right. I want to hear from the attorneys. Is there anything that you would like to add as to Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I want to congratulate Mr. Griffin on a good report. You're working the program. You have a great attitude. I remember talking to you when you came into the program. You said you could do it. You are doing it. And just one other comment, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin and I attended the same high school. We're alums of David McKenzie High School. I'm a little older than Mr. Griffin, so I was a few years ahead of him. But it's good to see you, Mr. Griffin, and keep up the good work, sir. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you so much.
All right. Wonderful.
Your Honor, if I might add to Mr. Griffin, you seem and you sound more at peace than, I mean, you've always been calm, you've always been well-spoken, but you just seem at peace now that I haven't seen before. So keep up the great work, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge.
Mr. Phil.
All right. Mr. Griffin, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
No. Were you at the graduation?
Yes, I was.
Tell me.
I saw Miss Cleveland and I saw you too. Okay. I saw Mr. Reed, Mr. Falcon. I saw it, all of y'all.
All right. Very good.
Okay.
What did you think of the graduation? Did you take away anything, learn anything? Were you inspired by anything?
You know what, I'm inspired by the other clients here and to see how things are. And I could see myself in a lot of them the way I was during my alcoholism. And there's so much that I still want to correct. So that's why I say I take each day at a time, you know, and always reflect on things, excuse me. I always reflect on things that I participate in every day and to see how I can do better.
All right. Very good. Very good, Mr. Griffin. If nothing else for Mr. Griffin, Ms. Cleveland, can I get his next date for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. And I would also ask the court if I could work with the team to try to get Mr. Griffin a small tangible incentive for his good work thus far, and I'm hoping that would also encourage him or incentivize him to come down to the window to do his payment, and then we can meet up and I can pass something to him if he comes down to the court when he can make time to do that. Is that okay?
Yes, with me, yes. Mr. Griffin, Ms. Cleveland wants to give you an incentive. I don't know if it's going to be a gift card or whatever. And so, but she wants you to come down to the court.
All right, I'm all for it.
All right, then wonderful. Congratulations to you. All right, Ms. Cleveland. So what is that date?
Your Honor, he would be having a face-to-face on July 1st, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. Sorry.
Right. Did you get that, Mr. Griffin?
July 1st?
Yes.
July 1st. All right. You are in great shape. Listen, Mr. Griffin, I'm going to have you hang around while I do Mr. Bishop's hearing. And then because the two of you were on time with your cameras on, I'm going to release the two of you once I finish Mr. Bishop, okay?
All right.
All right. I'm going to place you on mute. So good to see you today. All right, Mr. Bishop, I have for you case number 210-564-489. Hold on. 210-564-8901. Mr. Bishop, state your full name for me, please.
Robert Brian Bishop, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Mr. Bishop?
You almost picked me first. I've never been picked first. That's an AA topic. That's an AA topic.
Oh, Mr. Bishop, you are always first. All of you are first on my list.
I was a fat kid that was never picked at gym. They always picked me last.
Oh, I'm gonna leave it at Miss Cleveland. I'm gonna call Mr. Bishop first. I understand.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand it. I understand. I will pick Miss Cleveland. Remind me to pick
Yes.
you first.
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
resolved those issues.
All right. Well, it sounds like it. All right, Mr. Bishop, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I have the day off. I try to schedule my days off from when I have the Zoom. Everything's going really well. I mean, I just love the summer. I love the cool temperatures. I love the graduation. I was just blown away. I mean, your support of my artwork was amazing. The spirituality there, the guest speaker, the food, the whole presentation. I'm always one for expectations are never met. That was one of my problems. I was a spoiled little boy. And so now I don't have any expectations and life is much easier and better. But that was way beyond my expectations. I was quite impressed and motivated. And yeah, it was a really nice graduation. I didn't expect that.
And Mr. Bishop, your artwork is phenomenal. And so I got so much positive feedback. I want you to know the two pictures that I purchased, the smaller picture of Tupac and the larger picture. The larger picture went to my oldest son, who is remodeling his office, his home office. And he said, I am going to build my office around this. And I thought that was awesome. I'm
That
like,
is.
oh my goodness, he loves Tupac. And then the smaller Tupac picture, I was on my way out of the building, maybe a day or two after graduation. And one of the officers that was escorting me to my car, he said, all right, Judge, what are you going to do with that picture? And I said, well, the larger picture is for my son. I said, and the smaller picture, I don't know. And he's like, I really love Tupac. You know what? I'm going to give you the smaller picture because the larger picture is for my son. And he was just so thrilled. And so every afternoon or evening when he's at that side door, he always tells me, thank you, Judge, for my Tupac picture. It's hanging in my home.
I had a few sobriety court participants approach me and buy some of my work, and we got to actually see each other. You know, that was another thing, to see everybody live. So the Zoom thing was really nice. Yeah.
Yes. So you keep up the great work. You express yourself very well through your artwork. And thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
All right. How did you do for the holiday, Mr. Bishop?
Oh, wonderful. I got a paid Costco holiday. We get 7 paid holidays.
Okay.
So during that holiday, I just worked. I did some yard work. I planted some flowers for my mom, you know, the Mother's Day kind of thing was later. I bought a walk. Here's the thing. I've been a little stressed out in terms of concerns right now. I'm really stressed out with the gas prices and the food increases. And I noticed the anger and frustration with the people. And it's sad. And so I'm trying to figure out ways of de-stressing that. And what I'm going to do is I'm really doing well on my diet now. I stay away from the Costco bakery. I got the keto thing going.
There you go.
But when I go get a grilled chicken salad at $7 salad, it's now $20 with a tip. I can't do that. So I made it a point to, here again, forcing myself to do things I need to do, like exercise, staying sober, going to AA. I bought a walk, and I bought the Walk Bible, and I know how to do authentic Chinese, Japanese, vegetarian stir fries now. So I'm waiting from San Francisco. This big butane thing. I'm gonna do 24/7 outside because it's too smoky, but I'm learning the fine art of Japanese and Chinese stir fry. And I'm really excited about, going to Randazzo's or going to wherever. You got to be really innovative. I tell the people who are freaking out, especially my coworkers, you got to be creative. You got to go to Aldi's, you got to go to Randazzo's, you got to find deals, and you can live cheaply if you put some time and effort into it. So
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm excited about. That's my concern, is the anger and frustration with you. I see it everywhere at the Costco parking lot, the impatience, and I just learn from it. I just try to help calm people down, and it's sad and it's kind of scary.
It is. But thank you for doing your part. If everybody took on the attitude that you have, like, let me find an innovative way to attack this, then maybe we wouldn't see some of the things that we're seeing in the news right now, which I think is just a symptomatic of people are angry about a number of things. And so thank you for doing your part. And I hope somebody else is encouraged. Just do your part.
And I'm not going on NBC with my parents upstairs with this trial. I wish, I don't want to get into politics too much, but I wish justice would prevail. And you have these people that are in denial, and it just drives me crazy. But, I just let it go. I can't control people, places, and things. The way I put it, my sponsor put it is, the monkey's off my back, but the circus is still in town.
That's right.
So,
I'm writing that one down too.
You like that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I write all those little sayings on my AA meeting sheets I give Miss Cleveland, and that was one of my favorites this week. The monkey's off my back, but the circus is still in town.
Still in town. Got it.
Yes.
But it was I'm not exhausted anymore. I was exhausted trying to control everything and people and places and things. And now that I'm not saying I'm not dealing with things, I'm just not dealing with things I can't control.
There you go.
Picking my battles wisely, and I get a more serene, stable environment that way.
Yes, absolutely.
And let's see, what else did I write down? I have a few art shows this summer. I had one in Brightmoor where I'm helping out at Thedreme Park. I've also connected with teachers there and artists, and what we're doing is we're going to teach children painting and drawing, but not just that. We have dietitians coming in and we're going to show them how to eat properly. We might have some passion fruit appetizers. We might have a little history. We might have production. So it's going to be a nice setting to try to educate younger kids how to live, how to eat properly.
Wonderful. Thank you for giving back to the community. Absolutely. And kids are always a wonderful audience because that's where it really starts.
And it's not a hidden agenda, but it's a two thing, by doing that, it keeps me sober, it keeps me on the right track too.
Yeah.
So also I'm looking forward to summer. Like, it's been so long since I've gone anywhere. I used to be spoiled when I was married to a gynecologist. We're going to the Virgin Islands again, blah, blah, blah. Now I can't even make it to Toledo, but
okay.
I'm looking forward to, those days where I can go to Mexico and Cancun. And I really appreciate things now that I just took for granted. I really do. Those $50 crab legs at Costco I got for Mother's Day from my mom. I afforded one thing of those and some strawberry chocolates. It was incredible, whereas before I'm like, okay, crab legs, I'm looking forward to my Greenfield Village pass I have with Henry Ford. I love the Greenfield Village. I've been there twice already. My partner's crew have pool parties. What else? It's Cedar Point. I want to go to Cedar Point this summer again too, because I'm a real big roller coaster fan.
Wow.
Yeah. So with all that, I could keep talking forever. That. I know there's many others. So with that, I'll be quiet. I think I've extended my stay here.
You are doing very, very well. I am so proud of your progress in the program. I want to encourage you to keep going. Keep working hard. You owe it to yourself, not just for while you're with us, but you owe it to yourself for life beyond the program.
New Year's sober Easter Sunday. I don't plan on ever going back. I mean, I lose all of this. I'm caring for my parents. I wouldn't be able to do any of this if I, without this program. Thank you.
So there you go. Very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, Mr. Bishop sort of has given his own update. Yes. I'd like to see if you have anything you'd like to add.
Your Honor, again, he has reported accurately. These are the things that we discuss when we talk in our face-to-face. He's in phase 2, Your Honor. He has completed his treatment with Pam's Place. So now he's in recovery coaching, and he does have a sponsor, but I know he regularly attends his AA meetings, and he's very, very involved and engaged with them. And he reports those things to me and shows me his sheets. Your Honor, he's compliant with all of his testing at JAMS and it's all negative, Your Honor. I have a list of things that he has completed. I think we discussed these previously, but there's 1 or 2 things left that he has to do for his phase 2 requirements. He has his restricted license. He's doing very well on that. I always get good compliance reports with that. Your Honor, his personal goals that we have talked about, once again, is the restricted license that he has gained, his exercise and healthy lifestyle that he commits himself to. And now he's going to also share that commitment with young people who need to know about those things as well. So that's good to hear by giving back. And his art business and his art. I think that's Michael B. Jordan in the back.
Yeah.
I know you didn't mention that, but I believe that's who that is back in the back of his screen. I At first, and I'm going to be honest, I thought it was Curtis Jordan, our Curtis Jordan. I said, "Is that their wedding photo?" But you know,
Yes.
I can't see real good all the time from a distance. I'm sorry, but I think that's him.
I did too for a second.
Yeah, that's uncanny. It looks like him. It does.
It really
Wow.
does.
Yes.
Beautiful. That's beautiful work, though. Very
Yes.
beautiful.
And Your Honor, that's my report for him. He's doing wonderful. And as an incentive, of course, the judge has offered an incentive to let you go first the next time that you are here.
Absolutely. He will go first.
He will go first. I have that in my notes. But also we could possibly do a tangible incentive for Mr. Bishop as well. He has been a joy to work with, as is Mr. Griffin. And I just would, like him to know that the court is here for him and we support them both.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's make that happen. Okay, Miss Cleveland.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Congratulations to you, Mr. Bishop and Mr. Griffin. Miss Cleveland, before I hear from the attorneys, what would be the next date for Mr. Bishop?
Your Honor, he would have a face-to-face on July 1st, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. He is phase 2.
Got it.
Very good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Bishop. Good report. You are working the program. You seem happy, and that's great. Great attitude. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe. Enjoy life. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice to see you at the graduation live too, sir.
Thank you. It's good to see you also.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Bishop, you are doing a great job. You've been rock steady. You've just been proving to yourself over and over again that you want this, and you've been showing that to us that you want this. And every time we meet, it seems you reaffirm that or even go beyond that. So congratulations, sir. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. And, as well with your support, guys. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Your
All
Honor.
right. So, Miss Cleveland, those are your 2 clients that are on this morning. And I need the courtroom to join me in let's celebrating them. They both got incentives today. So I'd like to give them a judicial applause. Congratulations to you all. Very proud of you. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And just know we're here if you need us. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you,
Okay?
Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Miss Cleveland, I have a couple of people, and I don't know if I have the updated docket, but no, I don't have.
Do you
the
have a bunch of
updated
reviews
docket.
on your docket, Your Honor?
Yes, and so
Okay,
now
then
I,
that's the updated one.
right. So Miss Cleveland, I am going to call the remaining matters that I have for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, which means I've got to, because I don't have a way to print out the new docket, so I'll have to just add them on my sheet for my records. All right, I'm going to start with Terrence Bass. I have case number 200-596-9901. Miss Cleveland.
Your Honor, we're scheduled to have a face-to-face today. I haven't spoken with him yet, but his next court date would be June 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, thank you. I have for Mr. Christopher Gritzinger, case number U 620-04221.
Yes, Your Honor, we are also scheduled to have our face-to-face today. His next court date would be on June 17th, 2022. Failed to mention both of them are phase 1 individuals. Mr. Bass is a phase 2, but Mr. Gritzinger is phase 1.
All right, very good. Thank you. I have for Johnny Hicks, the following. I have case numbers U 994-37713, U 452-62918, U 471-95118.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm scheduled to have a face-to-face with him as well today, and he is in phase 2, and his next court date would be June 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. For Maurice Howard, 210-451-5601.
Your Honor, he is phase 1, and his next court date is June 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. And we have an appointment to speak today for face-to-face.
Wonderful. I have for Javon Manning, case number ZA080701.
Thank you, Your Honor. He is also in phase 1, I believe. He may have been promoted at his last, I have to check my note, but his next court date is 6/17/2022 at 8:35 a.m., Your Honor, via Zoom.
Thank you, and that's June 17th.
Yes.
All right. I have for Nicole Setzer, U518-91219, U519-74119, U534-61419.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Setzer is phase 2. She is scheduled for a Zoom hearing on June 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Great. For Crystal Tellez, U534-61319, U563-53620, and U594-21421.
Thank you, Your Honor. She and I are scheduled for a face-to-face today. She's phase 2, and her next court date is June 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Great. I have for Shay Weaver, I have case number 21H88854.
Thank you again, Your Honor. She and I are scheduled for a face-to-face today. She's phase 1, and her next court date will be June 17th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, very good. And I think that does it for your caseload, Miss Cleveland.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me just go through real quick and make some adjustments. All right, then I think we're in good shape. All right, Miss Cleveland, did you have anything else for me on this morning?
No, Your Honor, I will be sending you a text message regarding the individual that we were talking about and with Officer E yesterday. So
Yeah.
I will send you a follow-up on that. I'm waiting for Popoff to call me back.
And you know that he's to be scheduled on my docket for Monday to come in physically.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll let the clerk know. And he finally did call me last night, like really, really late. So we talked. So
Is he okay?
he seems to be okay. He's not making any statements about anything yet, but he is going to be compliant.
All right, very good. I want to deal with the getting him reassessed and the necessary treatment. All right, so I'm going to see him on Monday. Please make sure you get with Ms. Lurst on today and add Cody, Jack, Hannah to my docket. And he has a number of cases, and so all of those should be added to the docket for Monday. And Ms. Cleveland, I'm going to ask that you put him on for 9:30.
9:30 a.m.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. And you want him in person, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely. I need him in person. And then Ms. Lurs, let's make sure I get Monday's docket once Mr. Hannah has been added to it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm not sure if Ms. Lurs heard me, but okay.
I'll make sure.
I heard you, Your Honor. I will send it once I get it updated.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, so Ms. Cleveland, Mr. Wade wanted me to remind the team that you all are meeting with him on this morning. I don't know what time it is, but I just know you're meeting with him.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'll reach out right now. And I'm not sure if I'm being excused. Is
Yes,
that okay?
ma'am, unless you have
Okay.
something else for me, but reach out because I told him I would do that.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cleveland.
Take care.
All
Have a
right,
good weekend.
you do the same. All right, I am ready to call the 8:35 docket. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens,
Yes, Your Honor.
your client has not shown up.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, and go ahead.
Robert Fikens for Anthony Austin. He was here, I believe, last week. This date was scheduled for formal hearing. I see that Corporal Hayward is online. Judge, people are ready to go. I do not know where Mr. Austin is.
All right, Corporal Haywood, if you could join us, let me place his case numbers on the record first. I have case number 145-39059, counts 1, 2, and 3 for Anthony Austin. Corporal Haywood, please state your name and your badge number for the record.
Corporal Barry Hayward, badge 1004, Detroit Police. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. and Thank you for joining us on this morning. Mr. Fikens, you have indicated that you don't know where your client is. He knew about the date. He knew what time. And so the issuing officer is here. Corporal is here and ready to go. I am going to issue a default judgment as to all 3 matters. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor. It's always good to see Corporal Hayward, though.
All right,
Nice to meet you.
Haywood, good
All right.
morning.
very good. Enjoy the rest of your day, Corporal, and be safe, please.
Thank you. You do the same, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. I am going to give a little time for the 9:30, as well as we have some 10:30s adjourned to pay. I don't, Miss Lurst, are you ready to look at those? Are you in a good place to look at those?
I'm actually looking at him right now, Your Honor.
All right.
For Al Marissi, he has complied. The
So
civil
he did-
infraction was paid in full.
So the civil infraction was that yeah. So on the docket, though, it says that the first matter was an adjourn to pay for improper plates. Did he
Yes,
pay
Your
that
Honor.
one?
Yes,
He paid that one as well?
he paid, so this is another one, Your Honor, that I didn't schedule properly from the first week I was here.
Okay,
So he had a 2-count ticket, so SP 120-10772. That was a no insurance misdemeanor amended to improper plates, and he did pay that ticket in full. And so SP 120-10771, that was an adjourn for dismissal upon payment of count 2.
all right, very good. Thank you. Then I am dismissing without prejudice case number SP 120-10771. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to go to Tyrone Anderson. Ms. Lurst.
Mr. Anderson is a delayed sentence, Your Honor. And he was to have payment today, and he has not paid. He
Okay.
owes $250.
There was one that you scheduled adjourned to pay, case number SP 122-48051. Is that the one he was supposed to pay?
Yes, Your Honor, that was a delayed sentence.
All right, and then there was one scheduled SP 122-48051 that you have down as a review.
Yes, Your Honor, I
What was the-
apologize. But
What was
it's the
supposed to
same
happen
thing.
with that one?
For Tyrone Anderson, there was just the one ticket.
I think, Judge, if I might interrupt, I
Yeah.
think that's the same 2 ticket numbers. One was adjourned to pay. I think this court was going to consider, if he paid, reducing the delayed sentence on the park after dark.
They are
ticket.
the same, right? Yes, they are the same. All right, very good. It's not quite 10:30. And so I am going to give Mr. Anderson an opportunity to pay. If he pays on today, then Mr. Reed, you're right. I'm going to dismiss that matter without prejudice. If he does not pay, then it will be a KBS. And what did you say the balance was, Ms. Lurs?
$250, Your Honor.
And that will be the bond, $250 cash or surety, the amount owed. All right.
Yes,
And
Judge.
then, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, we have a trial scheduled for 10:45 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, I don't believe Mr. Rosenthal is here today. However, we might want to contact the city attorney office and see which attorney would be assigned to this courtroom.
All
I don't
right.
know.
Ms. Lurst or Officer Lot, if you could contact the city and ask them who's going to be assigned, because we have a trial at 10:45 and I need them on and ready to go at 10:45. Not on
Yes,
and
Your
ready
Honor.
to talk settlement, or if they're gonna talk about a deal, they need to get on before that and do that now with our defense counsel. I'm not gonna wait for them to work out a deal. So I need them to
Yes,
start
Your Honor.
working it out right now.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
There is an offer in the file. I will scan it and send it over to Attorney Reed and Attorney Fikens, but I'm sure you already know what it is.
And we need,
But I will get a hold of the prosecutor's office as well.
yes, we do need to talk to the prosecutor.
Yep,
We're aware of the offer. Thank you.
okay.
Okay, so you need to talk with the prosecutor, and I'd like you all to do that well before 10:45. And then I'm going to give a little bit of time to call the 9:30. And so, and then I'll recall Mr. Anderson as well. Hopefully he pays because he got a really good deal.
Yes, he did.
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. So court is going to be in recess. I am available should you all need me. I am going to be where I can hear you. So we'll be in recess just for a moment. I'll come back to do the 9:30 in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Judge.
All
Thank
right,
you.
very
Thank you,
good.
Before
Thank
you go,
Yes,
can I share my screen and ask you a question about defendant history? I just need to know what your note meant on it.
okay, why don't you call me on the phone, Miss Lurs, because we're streaming live.
Okay,
All right, thank
okay,
you.
I can do that.
Mr. Reed?
Hi, Officer Lot.
Oh, that's Judge.
Oh,
Judge Holmes courtroom?
We're back.
Attorney
on.
Fikens?
I'm good, how are you?
Either one.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Prosecutor
Yes,
Goff
so I
is
have,
on his way down here to take a look at
defendant
that
history
1045
for
case.
payments.
Very good.
So,
Thank you.
I'll be informing you about
He was
when he
before
gets
you,
to contact with you.
and he had a whole slew of.
Very good. They can,
Thank you. But
Talk
that
to me.
may be an identification
Please
issue.
use this for my order, and it has your
He's
notes on
actually
there.
in the courtroom now, so I'm sure
There's a
that
deed
you'll have
circled
conversation with him on this
Is
later.
that dismissed or?
If-
Can we get a breakout room or do we need a
Yes.
breakout room?
if we can go to a breakout room
So like there's.
when Mr.
Okay.
When Mr. Lurst is free. or My,
So there was. like
Okay,
no place.
who needs a breakout room?
you want me to go back, Jess?
Yes, go ahead.
So there was a
I'll
no
go
place.
Okay, with who,
With
who
the
do
court,
you want to go in with?
oh, the courtroom. They gotta set up a room in the back before
The
we go.
conference room has to be set up for the
Oh,
city attorney.
okay,
So we'll
okay,
leave it at that. Thank you,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so then I don't want to know.
Because I guess guess where the confusion is coming in is he paid a bulk of tickets. And he's saying that the rest of them were supposed to be dismissed, and Ms. Burnage said that, he was, giving community service for some, and then it ended up being changed over to business payment. And now he's made some of those payments, yes, but I was just checking to make sure that some of the tickets that maybe should have been closed were closed, because there's no notes on the back of the tickets, and that's where I'm getting confused. I can.
Attorney Fikens or Attorney Reed?
It was when Ms. Drew was here.
Yes,
So-
I'm here.
Yeah, Prosecutor Goss wants to know which attorney is going to actually be handling that trial.
I'll be actually handling that trial. Fikens.
Okay.
Let's go to breakout room now.
Did you hear that, Mr. Fikens?
That's what I thought. I guess we can wait until Monday. You'll be
I
here on
could put
Monday.
you on breakout room 1.
Okay,
Okay.
then I'll just set it aside. And
It
I'll
was,
let Mr. Anderson know, because then we can look at it.
prosecuting attorney
He's been
Goss.
calling me, and he's been calling Ms. Burnage, and.
You,
so
Mr.
we'll try to-
Vikings?
Yeah, I don't, oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
You can,
No, I can. Or you want me to?
What? I don't know how to get in a breakout.
Yeah, I
room.
can put you in there.
Oh, yeah, okay, thanks. Yes, please.
Okay. And you want to go in with prosecuting attorney Goss?
Yes, please. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, attorney Goss, are you there?
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and click join.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
He did, because the original amount was $2,932, and he paid actually more than that, because his balance now is 2,460. Yes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, so I will go through and take care of that. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, do you need Miss Allen's file? Council.
I have 25, I have 2 pages of trial, my own portfolio. Right, so much as I would like to try to do this, I don't see me now. Yeah, oh yeah, we just talked, he offered a 3-month delay on that. How do they keep? You know, that's the part I always stick on. How do they get the keys? Say, they drive it. Still, I mean, still kind of wasn't hot, so how are they driving it?
Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning,
What's your full name?
Kristen Asukwa.
Okay, I'm gonna put in your device. One moment. Can you spell your first name for me?
Kristen.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's see. Let me look on the docket for you. Hold on.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, the 9:30 has joined us. Please let me know when you all are ready to proceed. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens,
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
do you want to go into a breakout room with the gentleman that's on?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Asukwo, you'll have to take your hat off in the courtroom. And then we will place you in a breakout room, if we could, with Mr. Reed, and that's going to be breakout room number 2. Please accept that invitation.
Thank you.
All right. And then Mr. Fikens, were you able to speak with the city attorney about our 1045?
Yes, Judge, they're aware of it. We'll see who shows up. There's probably a little dispute over identity issue because it was, I won't go into the facts, but
Okay,
you have some
yeah,
questions.
I remember that.
So it will take, depending on who shows up, it will just take a minute or two to figure out which way we're going.
Okay,
We talked about how we're going to try to work something out if we can.
okay, very good, very good. All right,
So, yeah, that's where we stand, Judge.
all right, well, I'm waiting on you all.
I know. Wish we could move that one up for you to free up, Judge.
That's okay. All right. Good morning. If you've joined us on the iPhone, please turn on your camera and place your name on your tagline so that we are able to make sure you're in the right place. Ma'am, what's your name on the iPhone?
Rose Allen.
Oh, wonderful, Miss Allen. Good morning to you.
Good
You
morning.
are scheduled for trial today, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. Mr. Fikens, are you with us?
Yes, Judge.
All right, there's Miss Rose Allen scheduled for trial this
Very good.
morning. Did you want to go in the breakout room with her?
If I could, Your Honor.
Absolutely, you may. I am going to move you, Mr. Fikens, to breakout room number 3. And then Miss Rose Allen, you will get an invitation to breakout room number 3 as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I have it.
I'm back in the courtroom, am I not?
You are, Mr. Reed.
Okay, my client wants to plead guilty on this and resolve this today.
Okay,
So,
so does my client, so.
uh, is Miss Allen scheduled for trial today?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you all set, Mr. Reed? Are you ready to go for that?
I can bring my client back into the courtroom. Should I do that?
Sure.
He's in the breakout room now.
If he's ready to go, let's do this. Let's get this.
I'm gonna go get him and come back, bring him back into the courtroom.
I can bring him out, Mr. Reed. Let's see.
Thank you, Maya.
He should be coming out. Oh, he already went in. Okay.
Hey.
And Miss Allen, if you could mute yourself and turn your camera on, that would be great.
Muted.
Yep. And then turn your camera. There you go.
Did my client come in? There he is. Okay, Kristen, all right, you go. Put yourself on mute, sir.
Okay.
We good.
Miss Lirst, if you want to let the judge know that we're ready for her.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
is your client going to wait or do something else?
She wants to work it out, Mr. Reed.
I'm not driving. You show a picture of me.
Your Honor. She'll be with us in just a moment.
Thank you, Ms. Lirst.
All right, we are ready to go. I am going to start with case number SP 115-45201 for Kristen Asokwo, and I apologize if I'm butchering your name. I'm going to have you state your name for the record. Please unmute.
Kristen Asukwo.
Thank you, and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Reed, I believe you went into the breakout room with Mr. Asukwo. How are we
Yes,
proceeding?
Yes, Judge, thank you. My client wishes to waive his rights to trial and offer a plea today. The charge is a registration violation, and he would like to plead to that. When we would ask the court to take a no contest plea, it would be as charged to no registration.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me, allergies. All right, sir, let me have you, yes. Sir, let me have you raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you so much. You may place your hand down. Mr. Reed, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Sir, we talked in the breakout room and I told you you have a right to trial. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you indicated to me that you didn't want to have a trial, a jury trial or a bench trial. You wanted to waive the trial and enter a plea in this case of no contest. Is that correct?
Yes.
And no one's forcing you to plead no contest. This is voluntary on your part. After we talked about the case and the facts and the circumstances, you wish to waive your rights and plead no contest this morning. Is that correct, sir?
Correct.
Thank you, Judge. I'm satisfied it's a voluntary waiver. We would stipulate to the face of the ticket to serve as the factual basis for the no contest plea on the registration violation.
And pursuant to the face of the ticket, it should indicate that while in the city of Detroit, defendant was operating a motor vehicle that was unregistered or untitled.
Yes, Judge, we stipulate for the purposes of these proceedings only and ask the court to enter a no contest plea. Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Thank you. I am entering a no contest plea on behalf of your client. I'm ready for sentencing. Ms. Lurst, would you be able to let me know whether or not Mr. Asuquo has anything else outstanding at 36th District Court?
Yes, Your Honor, let me look. No, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All
Judge?
right. Yes, you may proceed, Mr. Reed.
Thank you. Judge, my client was very cooperative and respectful. He's resolving this matter early. He indicated to me that he did post a couple of bonds, and he indicated to me that he had posted a $200 bond, which may have been forfeited, and then he posted a $50 bond, which may still be open. And I would ask the court, if in fact this is true, and this is reflected in the court records, I would ask the court to take into consideration that he has posted some monies in this case, and he is accepting responsibility and not proceeding to any further hearings in front of the court, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. All right, very good. And so, Ms. Lurs, it looks like he has a $50 bond. Was there also a $200 bond posted and later and maybe forfeited?
Yes, Your Honor, there were a couple of bonds. There was one that was applied to a no insurance ticket. So that was closed. But and it looks like there was one that was refunded back in 2013. But there is just the open $50 bond.
And so is that the only bond? If I reinstate a bond that was forfeited, does that give him some additional bond money to work with today?
There weren't actually any forfeited, Your Honor. They were either refunded or applied to fines and costs already.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good. Then I am going to assess our cost on today in the amount of $200. The fine will be $50. Any ballot bond is going to be applied. And then he'll have a balance. I don't know what that balance will be, but I need to know how quickly can Mr. Asuquo get the balance paid?
Judge, we would ask for 30 days.
All right, so I am going to schedule this on my docket, adjourn to pay. I'm granting your request for 30 days.
Delivery guy calling back.
And so I am going to, you have to mute yourself, sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay. I am going to schedule this for a review and adjourn to pay will be scheduled for July 15th. July 15th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Sir, as long as you get it paid, you do not need to return. If you don't get it paid, you need to come back on my docket July 15th. in order to keep from going into warrant status, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. You guys have
You're
a good one.
welcome, sir. Be safe.
All right.
All right, very good. Are we ready on Rose Allen?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I have the following for Miss Allen. SP 1240454, counts 1 and 2. Miss Allen, state your full name for me. Unmute for me.
Rose Allen.
Thank you and good morning to you,
Good
ma'am.
morning.
All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding as to Miss Allen?
Your Honor, rather than going through all the things, I talked to my client and Miss Allen wanted to work it out. She wants to accept the offer from the people. That is, she'll be pleading guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. We ask the court adopt the recommendation for a 3-month delayed sentence and dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor case.
All right, very good. And you understand that she can't have the dismissal until her fines and costs are paid in full.
That is correct, Judge, and we might be asking for some time.
All right, very good. And so, Miss Allen, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive, and by the way, I know you have a baby in the background. That's okay. We're equipped for that, okay?
Okay.
So just keep yourself unmuted now. We'll finish this. And you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up that right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Ma'am, on the date and time of the citation, were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you allow an unlicensed person to drive your car who you knew was unlicensed?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting the plea of guilty. I'm following the recommendation for a 3-month delayed sentence. Mr. Fikens, is there anything you'd like me to know before sentencing?
Your Honor, I'd just like to say that Miss Allen was so cooperative throughout this process. We talked about all options, about waiting, about she was being candid and honest with me regarding the circumstances of the situation and wanted to work it out right away. I don't know how it got to trial stage with her being so cooperative as she is, Judge, but I certainly think she came in here with a desire to work it out and move on. And I'd ask you to take that into consideration.
All right, I certainly will. And so this is what I'm going to do, Mr. Fikens. I am going to assess cost in the amount of $200. The fine will be $25.
Thank you,
I
Judge.
am going to give her an opportunity to pay by September. I'm scheduling this for September 12th, 2022, and that's going to be at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid before that date, ma'am, you do not have to return to court. That matter is going to be dismissed along with the remaining matter, okay? So your other matter will be dismissed September 12th, 2022 at 10:30 as well, okay?
Yes.
All right, did you have any questions for us?
No, thank you.
All right, very good. And if you get it paid earlier, Miss Allen, why don't you dial in on the docket and let's see if we can do something different, okay? If you get it paid before September.
Okay.
We may be able to close you out before the September date and get your
Okay.
dismissals, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
very
you.
good. Thank you for showing up. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, Ms. Lurst, that is the docket except for Tyrone Anderson. I've already indicated what I'm going to do if he doesn't get it paid.
Yes, Judge.
Do you all have any other questions for me this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
No, Judge. No, Judge. Thank
All
you.
right.
It went well.
Ms. Lurst,
Yes, Your Honor. Nope, I'm all set. Thank you.
all set. All right, Officer Lott, you're good?
Yes, ma'am.
All
You
right,
look happy
wonderful.
today.
I'm sorry.
I was saying you look happy today.
I am happy today. I'm back in the city. And so I'm very happy today. All right. And so